Tuesday. Today's just went on. In the bedroom watching it. Dad, you want to... Oh, Dad. Thank you. Hello, home. He's good sometimes. But if you're listening to that other tape, you're probably depressed right now, huh, baby? But I tell you what, things have been a lot better today. Got up this morning about 9 o'clock, and your mom, she'd already been up all real early. She got up early and got Charles off to work. She'd stayed up and she'd cleaned the house up before I even woke up. But I woke up and I gave Chad his cereal, and I tried to wake up too. And then let's see. I went in there and unpacked all those boxes again and checked through everything looking for those tapes. I couldn't find them, so I sure hope that you send them over to Thailand, with the rest of that stuff. You know which tapes I'm talking about that was in that case that was just jam-packed full of those cassette tapes? I sure hope you got them, because I don't. And I took out the sheets and pillowcases and towels and cup towels and all that, and Mom washed them for me and hung them out on the clothesline. And, excuse me, I love you. Let's see, I turned down that TV. I know you don't care to hear it. And, guess what also while I was in there going through those boxes, you know what I found? Remember that tape that you started making, to your parents while we was over there on Liberty Street? You know how you kept going back to it and saying a little bit, Well, and you never got it mailed? Well, I found it. So I played it for your mom and your dad. He's out of town, tonight. But he'll be back tomorrow, and so I'll play it for all of them then. And they'll finally get to hear it. You never did finish it. But you did complete one side of it, remember? Anyway, I played that. No, God, it sure was good hearing your voice. I tell you what. I think I'm going to keep that myself just to hear your voice until you're able to send me some, tapes of my own. But it brought back a lot of memories, and after I did that, memories started coming back, and I got out my diary. I hadn't written in it since I've been here. But I got it out, and I read it from the beginning to end. And, honey, it brought back some beautiful memories, I tell you. It's really, I was happy because I was going back in time and reliving it, And I'm really glad that I wrote in there like I did, because it was so wonderful doing that. Just getting to relive it all over again. And then let's see, I did some ironing, cleaned up the bedroom, my and Chad's bedroom, cleaned it up and vacuumed it and polished the furniture and all that good stuff. And Chad stepped in dog mess out in the backyard, so I had to give him a bath. He was out there playing in the backyard. And let's see. Then we got dressed, and your mother and I took Dawn to her piano lessons, and we went shopping. We went to TGNY, and I got some cute little that material that's got the pattern of stuffed animals, where the material itself all it's for is is to cut. It's got the shape of the animal where you cut it out and make a stuffed animal. That's what the material's for, to make a stuffed animal. And so I got 3 of those for Chad. One's a little dog and a bear and a tiger. No, it's a lion. But they're really cute, and I bought the stuffings. Excuse me. So I'm going to make him some stuffed animals myself. And those things of material, that was only 35 cents each. I thought that was pretty cheap. Because, Hold on. You want to say something to me?
Billy, I thought you'd had too much. You got it on?
Yes,
I thought you'd just done too much today. I thought she was in here talking to herself. I came in to see if she was crying or laughing.
How about that? But anyway, I got that, and so I'm going to make him some stuffed animals. Do my good deed. And then we went to Montgomery Ward's, and, we looked around there. And your mom bought some material. I got my machine, my sewing machine from Jill, I told you in the letter. And Dawn's been sewing on it, trying to learn how to sew. So your mom got some material so she could learn how to make her some cup towels. She's got her hope chest, and so now she can make her some cup towels to go in it. And, what else? I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, Dawn just walked in the room carrying a cup towel. You want to say something to Billy?
Hello, Billy. How are you? We all love you. I've been sewing. I just made a cup towel that Mom bought the material. And I got this gown. Oh, it's a baby doll gown, And it's pink. It's got these bikini panties, It's so cute. Well, I guess I'll let Betty and Chad talk the rest of the time. Bye-bye.
She did pretty good. Hey, you didn't show it to me. Come back here and show it to me. Yeah, you did a real good job. Honey, your little sisters can make a seamstress. How about that? That's pretty good. Is that the only one you've done so far? Have fun. Oh, boy. But today's been a lot better. There's that. The air's a lot cleared out. And I don't know. It just seemed like everybody got on the right side of the bed today. And, you know what I mean, baby. And, I hadn't seen Charles all day. He got up early, like I said, and went to work. He hadn't been home. And I don't think he's going to come in till late because they were going to do some stocking and things like that at the store, But I think I'm going to get him to take me somewhere and buy Chad a little swimming pool. Because, that way we can put it in the back of the pickup. And it'd be better than getting one of those that you blow up. Because, Chad, he'd probably bust it out. And I think one of those other kind would be a lot better for him. Don't you think so, honey? And let's see, I mailed the bills today. I wrote a letter to the Bank of Utah and asking them to explain more about that check that had bounced for insufficient funds. Told them, and I asked them if you didn't leave the money in there to cover it, and if you did, if it just lacked a couple of dollars, covering the $16, or what I asked them what was going on, and so maybe I'll get a reply from that. And I mailed a check for the light bill and the gas bill. And I sent that picture. You remember that day we went up in the mountains that Sunday and there was snow all over the place? And I took those pictures, and I took those pictures of you and Chad, and you wrote those cute little sayings beside it. Well, I sent one of those pictures off to that place where you blow up the pictures. Since I got that picture of the car back, and I got it on the wall right now. I get to look at it, and I see our car. Yeah, I thought, well, it'd be neat every time we have a car to take a picture of it and have a poster made up. Then we'll have a poster of each car that we've had. Wouldn't that be neat? I've already got started on it. Now next time whenever we get that van in, we can take a picture of that and get it blown up. But anyway, I sent that picture off with a check. So I'll be glad when I get it back. Then I'll have a picture of you and Chad in the snow. And let's see what else. Let me see if this tape's still going around. Yep, it's still going around. And let's see. Oh, had a little incident a while ago. My mother called, and she had talked to Lee, and Lee wanted to know if he could have Chad on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And said that's the only day he's got off is Wednesday, and that he didn't want him on, he wouldn't be able to see him on Friday and Saturday on the weekends like we'd, thought about getting put in there. And so I told Mother that's just fine, that he can see him tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. He can come pick him up at 9 o'clock. and that way he'd have him home. I could tell him to have him home at 6, so he could get him dressed for training union. Not training union, but to go to church Wednesday night, whatever they do on Wednesday nights. But I told her that. I said that he could do it twice a week instead of having 2 days close together. Just divide up the first Wednesday for the second. Anyway, 2 Wednesdays, not straight in a row. Every other Wednesday. And a month. That'd be 2 days a month, and that way he wouldn't have him all night, and I wouldn't worry about him so much if he just had him during the day. If he brought him home that night, at 6, I wouldn't worry so much. But I told her that, and then she said, all right. And so she called me back about 5 minutes later, and Lee told her that he had already made plans for tomorrow, that he couldn't see him tomorrow, and I laughed at Mother to her face, and I said, see there, he didn't love Chad as much as you thought he did. And she couldn't say much then. And so I just cut the conversation short and hung up, like I do, and that was that. But don't you think it'd be better that way instead of him having him one whole weekend? Besides, on the 14th of this month, that morning he's got an appointment to see Dr. Reed to get a couple of shots. I told you about it in one of the letters. And I more I thought about it, more I didn't like it, him getting shots that morning and Lee getting him. And because, shots, sometimes you get reaction, you sometimes run a little, Chad, good grief. You just slam the lid of the toy box. But sometimes kids get a little fever after a shot. And the more I thought about it, the more I didn't like the idea of Lee getting him after his shots. So now I don't have to worry about that. Chad, you want to talk to Daddy again?
Mama, Daddy, hello. Oh, what is this? Oh, Mama.
Say, I be a good boy.
Okay. Hello, Mama. Okay, go, Didi. Go home. Boo at home.
Don't baby talk. Say Granny.
And ma'am.
Tom said Granny. He said, no ma'am. I said, don't baby talk. And he just gave me a dirty look. Every time he talks good, and then when I give him the microphone, then he starts blabbering. It's like a monkey. You know that fish I told you that Don made for him? We lost it somewhere. I don't know where we lost it at. But we can't find it. It's not in the car, and we looked all over the house, and we looked in the yard. I guess they carried it off somewhere and just didn't ever get around to bringing it back home. So, what else can I say? I love you. I sure miss you, baby. No, don't mess it up. Say, I love you.
Hello. Papa.
No, don't baby talk. Tell him about those fish. All right, hold on, baby. Here's your mom again.
I just thought of something else. The other day we didn't have anything to do, and so I said, Betty, you know how to crochet? And she said, no, but I always wanted to learn. So I said, okay. So we got the needle and thread out, and she crocheted for about 10 minutes. She said, I don't like this too well. So I said, well, you want embroidery? Okay, I think I like that better. So we get out, and after she bleeds on everything that she fixes from sticking her fingers, she decides she'd rather paint. So she's going to take up painting dates. It's all right, and if she didn't know how to crochet or embroidery.
At least I don't wound myself when I paint. If that needle, I kept stabbing myself and was bleeding. And Charles came up and laughed at me, so I bled on him. I got the bleed to come up on my finger, and then I went and wiped it off on him. So I was going to bleed on him if he's going to laugh at me. But, let's see, what else? Dad, help Mama think of something. I say a whole lot when I'm talking. I can say a whole lot when I send you a tape, honey, and when I'm writing letters, I get tired of writing, and I figure you get tired of reading. But boy, when I make a tape, I got a whole hour to tell you things. Here, I can't even think of things to tell you. Let me see if this thing, yeah, it's still going around. Let me see. I'm gonna cut it off and see how much tape I got. Be right back. I've only used up half a tape. Good grief. I still got, let's see, 15 minutes left, I guess. Woo, Chad. Yep, Mama think. It sure is hot here. We put, when I played that tape that you made your family, well, we noticed that all you could think to talk about was the weather and the snow and your job. I it kind of hurt my feelings because you didn't say nothing about me. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? But I love you anyway. I guess I forgive you. But, oh, what else? Chad, you gonna help Mama think about something to say to Daddy? Billy Graham's coming on TV tonight. He's got a thing on. He was on last night, but I didn't see it since I was out Hideaway with Mother and Daddy painting that bridge. But he's on again tonight at 9 o'clock, so I guess I'll get to watch it tonight. Chad. He's trying to mess with the tape recorder. Oh, boy. What else, baby? I got those boxes of Valentine's candy that you gave me. Chad. Well, I got them up on my dresser, out where propped up where I can look at them. They're so pretty. And I got that ribbon that was on my roses, I got that on my mirror. And I got that card, that came with the roses where you said that you loved me. Well, I got that on my mirror along with those pictures I told you about, that we had at Kmart. And I found, found your medal, that you got in the Air Force, that medal. Well, I've got it on my dresser where I can see it, along with my hair rollers, that you bought me, and my makeup mirror. So, you're all around me, baby. Everything that's around me reminds me of you. I love you. I just wish you were here. Be glad when you are. But I think me and Chad, I guess we're going to live through it, and we're going to be able to last. Today's been a lot better. So, I guess we're going to live after all. If he can stay out of that dog mess. But your parents, your daddy and Charles, your mom had said before that they had that fence up around the patio, and they'd taken it down and made a pen for the dog, around that sand. But they took it down and put it back up around the patio, so now Chad can play out on the patio and ride his bicycle out there, and the dogs won't bother him. They put the gate up, so around it, so he can go out there, and they put the lawn chairs and everything out there, and so I can go out there and lay down in that, and Chad can play on the patio, and the dogs won't attack us. So that's going to be nice and convenient. What else? I love you. Every time I can't think of anything to say, all I can think of to say is how much I love you. And I do. Oh, boy. I love you so much. But I'm trying to stay happy. I'm trying not to be depressed. Because if I get depressed, I'll start crying, and I don't want to do that. It's hard enough without me doing that. And so I just keep my chin up. Keep my marbles straight so they don't go rolling around up there. And charge on. Oh, for supper tonight, since it was just me, your mom, and Dawn, and Chad, we went to McDonald's and got some hamburgers. I paid for mine and Chad's. All I had was $1.50, and the bill turned out, hush, Chad. And the bill was, the total was $1.31, so I barely made it. I got us a couple of hamburgers and Cokes and an order of French fries. And then we came home and ate cake. Oh, and I hadn't started my period yet either. So, and while I was looking through my diary, I saw that today's the day that I had that miscarriage. Today's a month ago today is when we went to the park with Dawn and Judy. So, before, how many times I was having a period, but Hadn't had one since I had the miscarriage, so maybe I'm pregnant again. Or something. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope it's that and not something else. When I go to that doctor, I want him to tell me I'm pregnant. I don't want him to tell me that I'm messed up inside. 'Cause I want to have you a baby. You know? So what else can I say? Think I'll cut it off and rewind it and see if everything I said turned out right. And then I'll continue talking, okay? See you in a minute. I love you. Mwah. I'm back again. And Billy Graham's fixing to come on. So I'm gonna get to watch that. Let Chad watch it. Maybe it'll do him some good too. But I just went in there and had to fix the sewing machine. Well, I didn't fix it. Excuse me, I had to fix the bobbin, and I showed Dawn how to rethread the bobbin. Excuse me, I'm got the indigestion, I guess, or the burps. But I hear your mom in there laughing at me. She must be able to hear me in here talking. Now they know I'm not talking to myself. I think I'm not. They don't know now that I'm not cracked up. It's 9 o'clock. I love you. She wish you were here to watch it with us. They're in there. Your mama and Dawn's in there watching it in Dawn's bedroom, but I'd rather watch it in here because I get to watch it in color. I'm sure glad when you got your TV, you got a colored one. Now I'm really spoiled. But what you say, Chad? So tell Daddy you're watching TV. Quit. TV. Say TV.
Hello,
Say TV.
Mama.
Say TV.
What?
Television.
Mama.
Television.
Dada.
Say TV.
Mama.
I'm trying to tell you that trying to get him to tell you that we're watching TV. But he won't say it. He's being hard-headed. Just like his daddy. Aren't you? Go laugh at me now. Now hush. Be quiet now so I can talk to Daddy. Let's see how much tape I got. Still going round. No, it's not that funny. Good grief, boy. Isn't he silly? Oh. Honey, hush now, Chad. Let me talk to Daddy. I noticed, since I've been down here, that the TV is not, flipping. The picture's not flipping like it was. You know, we was worried that something might be wrong with it. It's not doing it as much now as it was up yonder. Maybe that move did it some good. Hope so. Chad, would you leave me alone so I can talk to Daddy? Yeah, it's still going round and round. No, it's not that funny. He thinks it's hilarious because I'm talking into this microphone. He's got his giggle box turned on. He reminds me of somebody else that when they get their giggle box turned on. Guess who it is? It couldn't be Billy Facing. No way. He never gets his giggle box turned on. But Chad does. He thinks Mama's crazy. Shh. Hush. Chad, get off of me. He just went limp. Weighs a ton. I sure love you. Would you please stop laughing at me? It's not that funny. You better be good or I'll make you go to bed. You better be good. Oh, boy. Let me see if this thing's still turning. Yeah, it's still turning. I sure do love you. You know that, darling? You're my man. And Chad's over there just laughing his head off. He thinks I'm done cracked up. Oh, it's not funny. Can you hear him over there laughing? Oh, Billy Graham's fixing to come on. Hush, Chad. Hush. He's not on yet. This other man's talking first. I got the voice turned down. I think he's singing. I can hear the TV in yonder in Don's room. It sounds like he's singing. I'm not going to turn it up until Billy Graham gets on himself. Hush, Chad. Honey, he's over there just laughing. Hush. Be good. Behave yourself. He's crazy. Oh, boy. I'm tired. We've been busy today. Hush. What can I say, baby? Help me think of something to say. If you could hear, I could think of something to do. I could do all kinds of things to you. In your body. I let your mind kind of run wild with you there. Think of the things I'd be doing to you. Can you think of them? I can think of them. I can think of them real good. I bet you're about to climb the walls by now, huh, baby? Chad's still laughing at me. Hear him? I'm gonna crown him one in a minute if he don't stop it. Boy, what I could do to you about now. Tell you what, I'm gonna be one woman when you come home. And you know that word, don't you? That's right. It's the way I'm gonna be. I bet you're gonna be one. I bet you're gonna be that way too, honey. Am I right or wrong? I'm right. Of course. This time. This is one thing I know I'm right about. It's kind of condition both of us are gonna be in when we get back together. We're gonna get hold of each other and never let go. I'll get you in the bedroom, I ain't never gonna let you out. Chad, would you stop laughing at me? He thinks it's so funny. Your mama got a letter from your sister. What's her name? Oh, whatever it is. All I think of his last name being Wall. Alita? Yeah, that's it. Well, she got a letter from Alita today in the mail. And along with a box with some things that she sent. You know, clothes that she didn't wear anymore. Little doohickeys that she gets. With advertising on it, you know. I guess you know all about that. But she sent some stuff in a box along with a letter. Your mama let me read it. I got it on. No. Oh, your mama just asked me if I was watching Billy Graham Crusade. I told her I had it on, and right now this man's on there. I got the voice down, so I don't know if he's singing or talking, and she said, oh, isn't he cute? But I don't think he is. I think you're a lot better looking since I met you. I hadn't seen anybody as good looking as you are, honey. Would you stop laughing at me, Chad? Well, I don't think he's good looking. I don't even think he's cute. I think you done got me brainwashed, honey. I must be in love. I know I'm in love. I'm gonna crown Chad if he don't stop laughing at me. Hush. Hush. I'm trying to talk to Daddy and you just shut up. You hush. You wanna get in bed? You ain't getting no water. You wanna go to bed? Alright, then you better shut your mouth and let me talk to Daddy. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Answer me. Say yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Alright then.